The latest victims revealed in this far-reaching spy scandal are at the top of the French government. According to the investigation by non-profit journalism group Forbidden Stories into the use of Pegasus Spyware, a phone belonging to President Emmanuel Macron has been regularly targeted by the Moroccan Secret Service since 2017. Former Prime Minister Edouard Philippe was also earmarked for surveillance, along with 14 other ministers. It's easily installed, almost impossible to detect, and even harder to get rid of. What's more, it gives the attacker root access to the victim's phone, allowing them to take complete control.
At least 430 migrants crossed the English Channel to the UK yesterday, according to the Home Office, a new record for a single day. Some 50 people were seen landing on the beach at Dungeness in Kent. The group included women and young children. The government says it was taking substantial steps to tackle the unacceptable problem of illegal migration.
They've come a long way. Some of them may have travelled thousands of miles, but for these migrants, the journey's end comes near Dungeness, southwest of Dover. It's a giant step in their search for a better life, and scenes like this are now playing out on a daily basis.
The world's richest man on a suborbital journey to space. Jeff Bezos in his own spacecraft 9 days after British billionaire Richard Branson's successful flight. In September, another billionaire, Elon Musk, will be on an orbital mission on his Crew Dragon capsule with an all-civilian crew. The world's richest men battling it out to secure a share of the market for space tourism. According to a recent study, the market for space tourism is expected to grow to $2.5 billion in the next decade. While ticket prices are set to decrease as space flights become more common, the luxury for now remains limited to a few. Thrill rides to space on Richard Branson's Virgin Galactic are going for $250,000 a seat. The company is set to begin commercial operations next year.
Police in Hong Kong arrested another top staffer at the now-closed pro-democracy tabloid Apple Daily on Wednesday. Local media say its former executive editor-in-chief Lam Meng-chung was taken in by the city's national security police. Lam makes 8 arrests tied to the newspaper, including founder Jimmy Lai. In a statement, police said that they arrested a 51-year-old former newspaper editor on suspicion of, quote, conspiring to collude with foreign countries or foreign forces to endanger national security. Next Digital, which published Apple Daily, did not immediately respond to a request for comment. The popular tabloid folded after several hundred police raided its headquarters last month and froze the company's assets and bank accounts. Its last print edition was published 1 week after.
Ben & Jerry's is giving Israel's government the cold shoulder over its treatment of Palestinians. The company is going to stop selling products in territories illegally occupied by Israel, saying it's inconsistent with Ben & Jerry's values. The ice cream maker has also recognized the concerns raised by its customers and partners. The statement has been welcomed by the boycott, divestment and sanctions movement, which calls on consumers to avoid brands that support and benefit from the Israeli occupation. The BDS movement is also calling for the boycotting of other brands like Volvo, Hewlett-Packard and Intel. The Swedish luxury vehicle manufacturer supplies equipment used to bulldoze Palestinian homes to make way for Israeli settlements, as well as the buses used to transport Palestinian prisoners to Israeli jails.
Haiti swore in its new Prime Minister, Ariel Henry, on Tuesday, nearly 2 weeks after the assassination of President Jovenel Moïse. Moïse's assassination sparked further political turmoil for the impoverished nation, which has grappled with a surge in gang violence and a growing humanitarian crisis. Henry vowed on Tuesday to bring Moïse's killers to justice and said it was time for the country to come together. Henry's swearing in took place as official memorial services began for Moise, who was killed on July 7th by a group of over 20 mostly Colombian mercenaries. The leader's own security chief, some Haitian police officers, and a couple of Haitian Americans were also suspected of being involved and taken into custody.
Tunisia's Prime Minister on Tuesday sacked Health Minister Fawz Mehdi amid spiraling coronavirus cases in the country. Tunisia said earlier this month that its health system had collapsed under the weight of the pandemic. Elsewhere, people scrambled to get vaccinated for COVID-19 as infections remained high. Security guards struggled to keep back crowds at vaccination sites. In Tunisia, we've been administering roughly 42,000 vaccines per day up to now. But if we really want to vaccinate further during this month, we need to redouble the rate.